Alright, welcome back to the show. Today we're going to recap the lamest Royal Rumble and a preview of the Backlash. I'm sticking Backlash.
The Backlash.
I'm sticking to the lamest Royal Rumble.
No, it's good. It's all good, man. What's your name?
The greatest Royal Tumble.
What's your name?
My name is Pablo.
My name's Mike.
I'm Jack.
Juicy J.
Welcome to the show.
We're back.
Alright, so first off, Pablo, me, and Jay, Juicy, we watched the Rumble together. Mike saw it on his own.
Yeah.
Or did you just watch highlights?
Highlights.
Highlights? Well,
Highlights. I'm being real.
I mean, it was much better than watching, 5.5 hours
Yeah,
of
you saved yourself a lot of
content.
time.
Yeah, when I was reading through it on the WWE site, they were just rating it like C, D. But they said that Brock Lesnar versus Roman was like a B+. Did you guys agree with that?
I disagree. I feel like there are some other matches that were way better.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I thought it was kind of... The crowd wasn't into it
Yeah.
as much as like a crowd would stateside.
Yeah.
Like you could tell the hard camera was focusing on obviously the front row and
Yeah.
barely anybody was paying attention. I felt kind of bad for everybody.
Yeah.
And to have them kick things off with John Cena and Triple H, and then have that be pretty slow, like overall as a pacing, it was kind of tough to take in for me.
They wanted to warm up everybody with wrestling by having the John Cena match because everybody knows John Cena Triple H, but
Yeah.
it was a very slow-paced match, and I don't know, it didn't really do anything for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were just trying to get the crowd into it right from the start.
Yeah, I mean, I get that they're trying to like expose it to a new crowd and like kind of, it's called, worldwide wrestling. So like, I get why they're trying to expose it to that crowd, but I don't think they were into it at all. And moolah, yeah, I know
Money
they gotta make
talks.
money.
Yeah,
Money
they gotta
talks
make,
for
the thing is,
show.
they said that it was going to be a 10-year deal with Saudi Arabia, so they gotta start.
And it's $25 million a year.
Dang. Okay,
that's pretty
I
intense.
won't take the crowd interaction then. I mean, if I'm
Like,
gonna get paid
yeah,
that
if I'm gonna
25
get
mil.
paid that much, like
Yeah.
I don't really care. But still, like if you're out there performing, you want people to watch and notice what's happening, right? I mean, all the blunders barely anybody reacted to except for the announcers.
Yeah.
Everybody's
That's
backs
true.
are turned
Yeah.
in front, so...
Kids falling asleep.
Yeah, that's sad.
So overall, did you guys have a favorite match versus a least favorite?
Actually, I gotta say the Royal Rumble was... it's hard to pick a good match because I don't remember being a good match. But the Royal Rumble was like, I guess the best part about that whole event. It was interesting to see 50 guys go in and how they were going to do it. And of course, Titus O'Neil stealing the show.
Titus World Slide! World Slide!
The greatest Royal Tumble.
Literally in bottom of the
Yeah.
stage, you just see his little feet wiggling around.
I was also excited
They're
to
not
see
little
Daniel
feet.
Bryan.
Honestly, when I first saw Titus go under the ring, I thought that was part of his plan to
Yeah.
just hide
That's what I
and
thought
like
too.
stick it out. But turns out it was just
Well,
a
they
real
cut
bad
away
botch.
like right at that time.
Yeah.
Well, because you're expecting somebody to dive into the ring,
Then you
and
cut
then he
back.
dives under
Yeah.
the ring.
Then you cut back, and all of a sudden his feet are underneath the the apron,
Oh my god.
like sticking out of the apron.
I kind of wish he would have just stayed there. Like he just.
That would have been better off.
Is Titus dead? Is Titus dead? They bring down like paramedics into the bed and everything.
Oh, yeah. That could have been dangerous though. If he tripped like
There was
a
a
bit
ladder there
later,
or something.
he would have smashed his head on the edge of the ring.
Yeah, or if they had any like,
Oh yeah, ladders underneath.
or if they had like a weapons match or whatever.
Oh
If
yeah,
there was like a
barbed wire bat.
Yeah.
Sitting right
just
there.
comes out.
It's
Comes
like
out, he's all
bleeding.
bleeding.
Like, what the fuck?
Honestly, the Greatest Royal Rumble was probably the most interesting match due to the Greatest Tumble.
Yeah.
But with 50 guys, it was just so
Man.
like repetitive. And,
At
like,
90 seconds each, that's
Yeah.
like a long time.
It was. I think the total when I was reading the highlights, it was like 76 minutes. That's a long match.
Also, a lot of guys in that Royal Rumble were fillers. There wasn't any huge surprises. There wasn't any huge
Yeah.
pops.
except for the sumo wrestler.
Yeah, no one knew who he was.
What the heck?
I think they were trying to
This
pull a
dude.
fast one on these Saudis and like, yeah, just add this guy.
Honestly, I think that could have been Sammy's entrance
No,
spot.
but Sammy couldn't show up. Or,
Yeah, but if he wasn't part Syrian or whatever it was,
Yeah.
then like that could have been his spot. Because there were only like a couple of guys who we weren't really expecting, and either one of those guys could have been Sammy's entrance.
Yeah, and then Braun Strowman just comes in and he's just demolishing
Clean
everybody.
13 eliminations from
Yeah.
Braun. I think Daniel had over 75 minutes.
Yeah.
So 75 minutes and 10 seconds, I think I read. That was how long he was in. But what do you guys think about the whole Roman Reigns versus Brock and how that match ended with the spear through the cage?
I think it's BS, dude.
Yeah, it's kind of dumb because obviously Roman's feet touched first, but they're saying, Brock Lesnar's back like hit the floor first. And
Finish was supposed to be Brock taking it home, but they just kind of played it out really
Yeah.
poorly.
yeah,
Yeah,
It was just
pretty
terrible.
Yeah.
it was just it was a botch, I guess you could
Yeah,
say.
they really hammered home the fact that the winner of the match had to have both feet on the ground. And if you watch the replay, Roman was on top of Brock, and Brock's back was on the floor, but his leg was against the apron.
Yeah.
And then when the bell rung, Roman rolled off, and both his feet touched, while Brock's legs were still on the apron.
Yeah.
I mean, that feud can't go any further.
It's the same set of moves every match too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
How many spears did he do this? I did like 4 or 5 spears.
I think it was just 3.
It was a lot.
But it was like
that's-
3 spears, 3 Superman punches,
and a couple of 5s.
4
like-
trips to Suplex City, I think.
Yeah.
It just got
Getting
so
tired.
repetitive.
Yeah, it's getting tired.
I mean, one thing that's super getting competitive is AJ Styles versus Shinsuke.
That's
It's just
another
like,
one, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm getting sick of it already. I mean, this is the
It's low
third
blow
match.
after low blow.
Yeah.
AJ should just bring a cup, goddammit.
But why?
Right?
But why can't they just do something original? It's always like, come on, and then
Get
hit him in the
back!
balls, and then AJ gets pissed, and then there's nothing like unique about it. It's not like I would love to see Shinsuke like come in and like fly in on him or something in a random match, or just like be creative.
Well, they're trying to put on
WWE.
another WrestleMania right after WrestleMania. Like this is a huge event. This is another
Yeah.
70,000 people event they're throwing within a month of WrestleMania. So they got to recycle the matches again.
Yeah.
They can't really rebuild a feud, and they just don't have time to do all that. So
Yeah.
they're really just recycling WrestleMania all over.
Again?
But the
Well-
thing was like the outcomes were like the same as
Pretty much
well.
the same.
Yeah, which is just we're watching WrestleMania. again.
Basically, watching WrestleMania 34 and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. 34.5.
What do you think about Shinsuke's new music?
I think it would be a real troll move for the WWE universe to learn the lyrics and sing along anyways, just to piss off Shinsuke. That would be the greatest troll move they could pull off.
They just gibberish.
But honestly, like the background music's still there. It's still kind of hummable. Like I was trying to do it, but like
They cut it too when
yeah,
that main part comes in.
yeah. But I think it'd be a troll move on the universe's part if they learned the lyrics and just sung along anyways.
Yeah.
Because the whole point was him turning heel, and he was sick and tired of everybody singing along, so they added lyrics to it.
Well, you can't have like a really good entrance when you're a heel, right?
Oh, you gotta have a heel entrance.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta be a douchebag when you're here.
Yeah.
HQ is life.
All right, we're taking a break.
We're back.
All right,
And we're
cut.
back.
We'll be back.
And we're back. Let's talk about Jinder Mahal and
Matt, not
no
Matt.
Matt,
Brother Nero.
Brother Nero. What's
Brother
his
Nero. Jeff Hardy.
Jeff Hardy, and the good botch.
This is Backlash.
Uh-huh.
Let me just set this here.
The botch.
The botch. He went for the what's it called? The move? Whispers.
in the wind.
Whispers in the wind.
I don't know.
Whispers.
Willows in the wind.
Whispers.
I don't know what that's called actually. Just a back. What's it called? Moonsault
Back moonsault off the top rope.
off the top rope.
Didn't even touch Jinder Mahal. Mahal sees the land, and then falls on his back for no apparent reason.
That was so terrible.
And
That was so bad. Like, how? Why didn't he just like be like, oh, you missed, and then like kept going? Why did he fall down?
I think he wasn't supposed to move.
He panicked.
I don't think Jinder Mahal was supposed to move.
I don't think Jinder was actually ready for the move. Like Jeff Hardy set up pretty quickly, but Jeff didn't check to make sure that
Yeah, he didn't
Jinder
check.
was in the right position. So it was kind of both their faults.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeff for
true.
going too fast and not setting up properly, and Jinder for following through with a move that
There was-
didn't need to touch him.
It was so bad.
I lost my balance. Ah.
So we're gonna see.
There was a lot of botches this time around. I
It
think
was pretty bad.
I'm guessing the heat has something to do with it too. Like
Yeah.
Oh, the jet
probably
lag.
super hot jet
It
lag.
was apparently 29 degrees in the ring Celsius.
You know,
So
they're all-
Even at nighttime.
yeah,
Jeez.
80 something Fahrenheit.
I mean, is it humid? You'd figure out there.
I mean, it's the
Like-
desert.
Yeah, that's true. It's probably dry.
Talk
Probably
about-
dry heat.
But talking about a major botch, Aiden English with the Tombstone Pile Driver from The
Oh
Undertaker.
my god,
Oh yeah.
Head straight on
Casket
head
match.
contact. Yeah.
yeah.
super worried.
Apparently he's fine though.
He's fine.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, they shouldn't let Undertaker wrestle anymore.
It's just that move should be better.
I have a feeling that they're gonna push him until Survivor
WrestleMania.
Series.
At least.
At max, at most, it should be Survivor Series because that's when he debuted.
And that's why he should retire.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I think personally. Because if he goes another year just for WrestleMania,
Well, there's obviously a financial reason they're keeping him around because he's just so well known.
I mean, we hadn't seen him since the last time he faced Roman last year until this Royal
And now
Rumble.
he
Well, this
wrestles-
WrestleMania.
Now he wrestled 2 in 1 month.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, there was no way he wasn't going to go to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Being the first one in there and like the greatest Royal
that casket
Rumble.
match is terrible.
Yeah.
The casket had scratches.
Scratches,
It wasn't even a
dents.
brand new
Yeah.
one. Come on.
No,
Didn't you
I-
bury the last people?
They
Like-
took it. Yokozuna got buried in that one. That's how old it is.
I mean, to be fair, when you're buying a casket, you only need to buy one once. You're not buying multiple to.
Yeah.
What do
Like
you mean?
it-
They're dead. They should be buried, right?
Hey, Bob, where's the secondary casket? You got it?
Pull it
Oh
out
no,
of
just the one
storage.
with the scratches. That's the only
Yeah,
one we brought to
that's-
Saudi Arabia. All right, Bill, we got it.
But like, to be fair, you know, a casket sale is most likely final, no returns. Right?
Oh, I see what you did there. I see what he did
But
there.
yeah, Taker looked okay. He wasn't like a sprite young man ready for action.
They
but
look better in WrestleMania.
Against Cena,
Yeah.
We only had
he
3
looked
minutes.
terrible, and it ended way too quick.
That's
yeah.
good for
That
him
match was
because
like-
he's,
Yeah.
he's gassed.
He
And
just
there-
dislocates his arm.
He
There-
can't do more than
Yeah,
2
there was no way he
3
was
minutes.
gonna tombstone Rusev,
No.
not without like throwing out his back.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Is that bad for Rusev? Do you think it was a bad match? Not literally, but for Rusev.
I don't think it helped anyone, really.
honestly, like I said, without the crowd interaction, it wasn't that fun.
Yeah, though.
Like, not a lot of chance for Rusev Day.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, nobody was into the Rusev
like
Day,
no
but-
one's saying John Cena sucked
No.
for the
Did
intro.
Roman get booed?
John Cena. So yeah,
I heard he
He
did.
still gets booed.
Not as much as stateside.
Yeah.
They like have to put graphics. Okay, crowd, like it's like
Applause!
they're it's like they're at like a
Applause.
talk show or something. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I didn't do that either.
I know, because the crowd wouldn't have gotten
Yeah,
it.
for the Raw Tag Team Vacant titles, it was Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt, the leader of worlds, versus The Bar. And
Was
they-
there any crowd interaction on the delete? I
there
didn't
was
read that when I
there's
did
a
that.
little bit.
A little
of the
bit,
thing,
yeah.
But they didn't do the.
I don't
"Stop!
think you know what
that
they're
was
doing.
wonderful. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
they
yeah,
didn't
yeah,
do
they
any
didn't
of
do that.
Oh, man.
But yeah, what do you guys think of the ladder match for the IC
Oh,
title?
right. It was good. We kept it pretty short.
Yeah.
And there wasn't too like big major spots inside the match except
Yeah.
for the end.
Yeah, I didn't feel
Yeah.
like they did anything extreme like we've seen in the past with like TLC matches or
Yeah.
other ladder matches where they get crazy and like construct big like giant
Right.
elaborate setups where like they put 2 ladders here, one in the middle, and then they slam something through it.
Yeah.
Like they didn't do anything like that. And then I feel like the end wasn't as exciting. It seemed like Finn was just slow on the ladder, and then Seth
Just
jumped on
And climbed.
and climbed faster.
That was pretty good.
That was pretty
a
good.
ending, yeah.
I liked how he jumped off the rope and was like.
And like cut Finn on his way down.
Yeah, pulled the belt down and cut it above his eye.
Did you want Seth to win?
I
Or
wanted
Jane?
The Miz to win.
Back to the minute,
Yeah,
Back
that
to
would have
the
been good.
Miz.
And the title would have gone to SmackDown.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, the pay-per-views are co-branded now, so I guess really anybody could challenge. And originally, I thought it would have been Jinder taking the title from Jeff, so that he would take the SmackDown title, or because U.S. title is
title.
on SmackDown, he
Yeah.
would take it back to Raw,
Uh,
and then Miz would take the IC from Raw to SmackDown. I thought that's how it was going to play out,
yeah.
but obviously it didn't. Both people retain, and both
But no
people
one wants to
retain.
see. I don't think no one wants to see Jinder versus Randy Orton at Backlash
That's
anymore.
That's true.
So they kept it.
So, what do you guys think of the end for the Greatest Royal Rumble with Braun taking the win
Well,
and
right.
getting that green belt?
Oh,
It's
that's
kinda
such
ugly
a ugly
belt.
belt.
It's so gross.
I mean, it
Once
looks
a
like it's
year.
made of like Starburst, like lime flavor, like stretched out.
So what are they gonna do? Get a belt now every year for the greatest Royal Rumble? It's gonna be a Royal Rumble. It's gonna be the greatest Royal Rumble. Like, man, now we're gonna have the greatest Survivor Series. We're gonna have the greatest Balls of Fire. We're gonna have.
I wonder if they're gonna
It's like
let
Super Saiyan levels.
if they're gonna
just
let
don't stop.
if they're gonna let Braun keep the belt and have him walk around with it on Raw.
Yeah, I think he is, but he can't defend it.
Yeah. So it's kind of weird.
Yeah. Doesn't make much sense.
But he was the right guy to take the match there. I think finally we see somebody that's gonna get pushed instead of Roman Reigns. Hopefully this is gonna shape him to head towards the Universal Championship and eventually beat Brock and be the champion that we need.
Eventually.
Could you
Maybe
ima-
10
could
matches
you
later.
imagine if number 50 was Roman Reigns instead of Jericho? Dude, I would have lost it.
Yeah.
And we would have gotten Kevin Owens yelling at, "Leave us alone! You stupid idiot!"
Oh my god, I would have lost it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was another botch, Primo.
Oh yeah, when he went off the
He-
rope.
He
tried
tried
to
to like
jump
off
off
the
the rope.
off the second rope.
Totally slipped.
And he's like, yeah.
It would have been funny if he slipped out of the ring.
And eliminated.
Yeah, oh no, he did have to go to
Yeah,
the
a
top.
lot of botches there. It was
I feel like I don't know, it just said, like, just from reading the recaps,
Very
it
sloppy.
felt rushed. I don't know, something
was
about
the
it felt
opposite
rushed.
was rushed. Like, maybe the build-up to it was rushed, but the event was long. And they even had a break in the middle for prayers during the middle of the match.
Yeah.
Or during the middle
Yeah,
of the event.
when Byron Saxton left to go talk to Jerry the King Lawler.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't mean, like, rushed as in, like, the match was short.
Build
I
up,
felt
right.
like it was, like, the planning for it was rushed. to a
Well,
certain
yeah.
extent.
Yeah, they only had a couple of weeks before or after of WrestleMania to get everything set up. But the Greatest Royal Rumble's been advertised since
For a
March?
while now.
I feel like
Yeah.
March.
Months, yeah.
Yeah.
So didn't they also already have? They already had another event in Riyadh, right? Saudi Arabia, a house show.
They've had a few.
Yeah.
Like, this is not the first time.
Were the women in that one though?
Yeah, there was women wrestling in one of those Middle Eastern shows,
Yeah,
but they
'cause
had to
the first
cover up
time.
everything.
because
though.
it was Sasha who was
Yeah,
in
the
yeah,
first time.
and she showed off her like ring attire because obviously can't like show off skin.
Yeah.
Wasn't there, like, a huge... Didn't the WWE have to apologize to... Or Saudi Arabian officials apologize because there was some scantily clad
Yeah,
wrestlers?
during a promo on the screen, I guess in between matches, Carmella was on the screen.
Yeah.
And they apologized for her being on the screen because she was wearing like a one
Her one piece
piece.
suit. Yeah.
Oh,
And
man.
That
it
was
very-
for the
It was just like
commercial.
it was just a commercial. Yeah,
Uh,
it's so silly.
So with that being said, I know we've, like, kind of gone through the matches. Do you guys think it's, like, wrestling is compatible with that area of the world right now? Like,
Well, they're trying to make it happen.
Yeah.
And if you throw enough money, anything can happen, right?
yeah.
I think this is a good step towards that direction where
Yeah.
you get more Western culture in there, expose it. I mean, they still don't really grasp it all, but
Yeah.
I think the more exposure there is, I'm sure the more accepted it will be in the future. So
Yeah.
it's one small step, but
Yeah, and they were interviewing women during the prayer time, I think, where they showed that footage, and that one girl started crying, saying,
Yeah, because they had
"This is
just
big for us."
yeah they just let women start driving.
Yeah.
That was a recent
In
thing.
June.
And like they were talking about how they wanted everybody to get active and like be
In
involved
sports.
in
In
sports and
sports, yeah.
exercise. So yeah, that's pretty much it. What out of 10, what would you rate the greatest Royal Rumble?
6.5.
5.
I'll cut in the middle, like 5.5.
I would go with the 6.5 just because Titus stole the show. Added some
Thank you.
bonus
He
Guys.
saved it.
He
definitely
saved it. Yeah, it was.
He did.
If
But-
no one's gonna remember anything else, it's gonna be that.
It's just a combination of, having slow matches, botches, on top of the crowd not being engaged.
Yeah, no interaction.
You got all those things. That does not make for a great experience for anybody. Like, I don't even want to watch it again.
Could it have been
Yeah.
done better, though, or was the crowd just, like, so deflated and brought it down?
I think, honestly, if they do it again, if they go to Saudi Arabia, they need to bring some, kind of like some North American, like, crowd pleasers, or people that
But-
understand the
long-haired
chants.
dude.
But the thing is,
People that can
nobody's
just get it
going
started.
to travel to Saudi Arabia to watch these shows. Like,
Yeah.
who would spend like thousands of dollars just to fly there?
Round trip is 2,200 Canadian.
Yeah.
And
But
then,
no, like,
and you can't even get the seats on the floor because all the royal
reserve,
families
yeah.
there are,
they've
reserved.
got to do something. Either staff is there that kind of helps teach people these things, because I felt like a lot of people that were there just didn't know anything about wrestling. They were or they just weren't
Well,
interested.
the people on the floor, the people
Yeah.
it looked like on the stands, they look like
Fans.
like
Yeah.
hardcore fans. They've got the merchandise, they've got signs. A couple of them had signs.
Okay,
Um,
so that's cool. At least there are
But those
some
are the
real
people
fans
that are
there.
middle class, poor to middle
Yeah,
class
yeah.
are up there, and then you got the rich on the floor. The rich don't care, and they're just there because that's their.
And
seat.
they didn't
you're not
have,
worried
like, foldable chairs. They had couches.
Yeah, it was like couches.
Leather sofas. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
So-
assuming in that country you can just have like the middle class people in the front.
Can we blame WWE for going over there and doing all this? I mean,
Oh, they're
Not
not
for
going to turn
25
that.
million.
No.
a year.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's not just the money. I think it's awesome that we're trying to get out there and kind of give those fans, a chance to see an event.
why don't you just give them a house show? Like, do we have to give them the
Or
greatest
Raw or
Royal Rumble?
SmackDown.
Like, it's like a throwing a WrestleMania for people that don't really care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do a Raw and SmackDown in England. Like,
I mean,
European.
I
tour
really
sometimes.
enjoyed seeing the pyro again. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Remember Pyro? I remember Pyro.
Yeah, the pyro was good.
Like, that's WrestleMania like status.
And the
Like,
shitty
yeah,
camera.
they had all the pyro on the outside. It was
And the
pretty
shitty camera.
pretty good. Shitty camera. Yeah, probably the internet. The camera, I'm sure, was good. It's just the
Yeah.
internet. It's pretty shitty
Oh,
there.
man.
So I don't know. I guess we're ready to move on to Backlash. And we're back. What are we doing
All
now?
right, Backlash is this Sunday, May 6th.
Today's the 29th.
Is it May? It feels so weird to say
It is May.
May already.
I know, man.
May 6th.
What is the address?
Time just to be a flying.
What is the address?
Well, the
Or
third.
the date.
I know the third is
May 6th
Wednesday.
is the address.
yeah.
So Backlash is going to be the first co-branded, non-big pay-per-view for this year, I guess. Because Royal Rumble was co-branded, WrestleMania was co-branded. I mean,
Now they're doing all co-branded pay-per-views.
yeah, because they don't really have the
Good.
time.
No, they
Or
don't
money?
really have,
Budget.
I guess,
Save
enough
money?
stars to keep every pay-per-view like fresh.
Do you
right?
guys think we'll see like title matches every single time now? Like all the titles?
Not
every
necessarily,
match?
but at least we'll get the best of both worlds now.
Or like whatever title's hot for
Yeah.
a storyline. Okay.
I'm sure it's hard to build storyline for each brand, especially if the pay-per-views are separate and they're
Right.
weeks apart, right?
Right.
Yeah.
One of them is 6 weeks out. You got to build it for 6 weeks. It's a long time, so
Yeah.
it's good that now it's every 3 to 4 weeks, and we can at least see our favorite superstars every month instead of waiting.
So
Yeah.
as of right now, we don't know the full card. We do know there's about 6 matches. First match up would be one of the first matches up would be the IC title, Seth Rollins versus The Miz. Thoughts, predictions?
I don't know. I'm gonna go with the Miz winning this one, for sure. For sure.
But that's the other thing though. That both these superstars are on different shows now. So do you think if a title change goes, Miz will bring the U.S. title, or not the U.S. title, the IC title?
That'd be awesome because, like you said before, it would be good to see the Miz have that, and if he goes up against Daniel Bryan, it'd be a lot
You're
more
just-
exciting.
It would be,
see
but
Daniel Bryan.
I feel like for their first match, it most likely would be just for non-title.
Don't really need the belt.
Yeah,
they
they
have
don't-
enough heat.
that
Well, it
animosity
started
there.
all like their feud started all from Daniel
Talking
Bryan talking smack,
Yeah.
saying how he didn't want the Miz on SmackDown. He just wanted the IC title on SmackDown, so he had to bring over the Miz.
Right.
Then the Miz took offense to it, and that's where it all started. So it'd be like, I don't know, it'd be nice to go see it come full circle.
For sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
I think Seth will retain. I mean, right now, giving him the belt gives him a purpose. He's the champ. If they strip the belt from him, where's he going to go? Is he going to go back into the Universal picture? There's already, I could see Samoa Joe stepping in, Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar. Is there any more room for Seth Rollins there? So, for me, I think he's going to continue holding onto the belt for a
Okay.
little bit longer, and The Miz can still have his feud with Daniel Bryan without the belt. It won't make a difference.
I think it'd be super interesting if Seth retains the IC belt, and Finn's gonna be upset that he was so close. They're gonna have a match for the IC belt, and somehow heel turn Finn. We see the demon. We haven't seen the demon in a while.
Yeah,
That'd
you
be-
haven't
that'd be
seen
kinda
the
dope.
demon. He's kind of
So
primed.
Seth
Be
to
fresh.
Seth to retain.
Hey,
It'd
how
be
come
interesting.
Finn didn't wear his rainbow colored shirt to Saudi Arabia?
We
Do
all
you
know
really want to get
why.
into
We all
that?
know
Do you
why.
really want to get it? Do you really want to get into that? I don't think so.
All right, so next up, I think we have Roman Reigns versus Samoa Joe as a singles match. Thoughts?
He's going to get a pounding, Roman. Roman's just taking a beating from everybody.
I
Like,
think. Okay, go ahead.
well, I mean, Samoa Joe's, I see he's getting the push now. So Roman's just jobbing to everybody. Jobbing to Brock, jobbing to Samoa Joe.
I don't know. I think this is Samoa Joe looks like a really tough guy, and I think a win over Samoa Joe is gonna put Roman Reigns up in higher levels now. So I think
I
he
just-
needs that win.
I just thought it was really weird for the Superstar Shakeup to bring Samoa Joe to SmackDown, just because
That's right.
you're gonna feud with Roman, who's staying on Raw. Clearly, why bring him over to SmackDown? That didn't really make sense to me. I would like to see Samoa Joe kick Roman's ass, just because.
Me too.
You just put him to sleep with the
Roman Reigns.
cocaine clutch. That'd be dope. Roman Reigns is gonna get put to sleep, brother.
Yeah, but yes, I like Samoa Joe. I like what he's doing on the mic and everything, and going after Roman Reigns is pretty good too. His promos against him are so good.
Yeah, but even if Joe loses, it's kind of weird. Like I said, having two guys from different brands having a singles match for no reason, just to hash it out. Like where does it go from there though?
And I think it just ends there.
Just ends.
just
yeah,
ends there.
yeah, because they're both different brands. Unless you
I guess we'll see what happens.
Yeah,
I wonder
it's
if there's going to be cross-brand feuds and they can still challenge each other, but
But only on pay-per-views, because they're not
Yeah,
gonna
right.
travel and
Yeah.
show up on each other's brands.
It almost seems like the writers didn't know that Samoa Joe was gonna go over to SmackDown.
On Shake Up?
And
Yeah.
Like someone lost
Yeah.
the memo.
yeah, like what? Oh, I
Oh,
gotta
right.
scrap the whole story.
Oh,
Right. Does anybody have a pick for Samoa Joe to feud with though? After
SmackDown?
Oh yeah, on SmackDown afterwards. Like who
Does
can
he
live up to
destroy Roman Reigns and
AJ
then
Styles.
AJ
that?
Styles.
Oh.
yeah.
belt.
Okay.
AJ Styles.
Now, speaking of AJ Styles, do you really think the Nakamura Styles feud would end though? I feel like that still has a few more matches to play out before Joe can intervene and top what Shinsuke's doing for that.
Yeah,
Because that's the match. Another match set for Backlash is AJ versus Nakamura.
yeah.
Again.
And if they want Samoa Joe to go after the belt, they're not gonna have Nakamura win. They can't go heel versus heel. And I feel like Samoa is not gonna be a good face. Like he's got skills on the mic, but his skills on the mic is obviously for a heel purposes.
I don't see Nakamura like feuding with anyone else that's a huge babyface besides Daniel Bryan. Like he's already like
Big Cass.
with Big Cass. I don't know. We could go after like AJ Styles.
So who do you think will win, AJ or Nak?
I'm gonna. Oh man, it's a hard one. I think AJ's gonna retain.
Okay.
Yeah, and I don't know what's gonna happen to Nakamura.
They need time to build up the heel Nakamura, and then I think he'll steal the belt eventually one of these days.
Just not a Backlash.
Just not a Backlash.
Okay.
A little too soon still. Too soon.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm going to go with Nakamura winning.
Yeah, I feel Strong Style will take it with Contro. With Contro, just to
Another.
Hit him in the nuts and slap.
someone's gonna steal AJ's cup. It's gonna be misplaced.
This time
And then at the
AJ's
very-
gonna have like a
after-
steel one, so
after-
it hurts. It hurts.
After the
Shinsuke.
low blow, and
It'll be the
Shinsuke
final low blow.
wins the title. Out of his pocket, he'll pull out AJ's
Ah.
cup.
Imagine he does a phenomenal forearm into the low
That
blow.
would be incredible, actually.
And
That
then
would be so
He'll
funny.
have the mouth guard in, and he'll be looking for a dick.
Then he puts it on. He like glues it onto the belt and just wears it around his waist.
It was kind of like when AJ was heel and stole John Cena's armband.
Oh yeah, that
and
was
it was
awesome.
like, beat up John Cena.
That was awesome.
That was a great story arc.
Yeah.
So they could pull something off like that. So I think Strong Style might take it with Contro this time. All right, let's move on to the win.
Rewind.
Let's move on to the women's
Remix.
title. It's gonna be a rematch. Nia Jax, the champion, versus Alexa Bliss.
First of
Fake
all,
boobs.
fake boobs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm an advocate of all natural,
Me too.
but
too.
also
Me
the
too.
recovery time. What, like, does anybody know the exact date when she got?
I mean,
I think right after
WrestleMania.
WrestleMania.
plastic
after?
surgery
Yeah.
is pretty
I feel
far
like the-
advanced
I-
nowadays.
Yeah.
Like,
It
But I
is
still
minor recovery time.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel like the recovery time would still be at least past Backlash.
it depends. Like if you get just the fat transplant, I think it's a lot sooner than if you had the little
Silicone?
implants. Did she get silicone or did she get?
I think she got silicone. They're pretty round.
I don't know.
They're very shapely.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Expert there.
Yeah.
Mr. Boob Expert.
He's looked into getting boobs.
I felt many.
Good recovery. Good recovery.
I mean, I thought Alexa was fine. Like, well, do you guys think? Like, this is really off topic, but do you guys think it was her decision to get
Well, I know
enhancement done?
during the Attitude Era, Vince McMahon offered every girl on the roster like a free boob job if they wanted it, and I think that was always instated within the women.
Okay, but who would have taken him up on that offer? I don't.
China did, yeah. She
Okay,
was one of
well,
them.
but-
She was like one of the first ones, I think.
Anybody
Trish?
else?
Trish Stratus, Jackie, like all the women were doing it.
I'd take that offer.
As a
Would
man?
you?
I'll take that off.
Braun can
some
get some more
boobs.
boobs too. Like, let's.
Pack implants? Why not?
Do you think Nia's gonna retain and then they're gonna have somebody else go for the belt, or do you think Alexa's gonna win and then they're gonna have Asuka? Because Asuka's on SmackDown now.
Yeah.
Well, if Asuka can beat Nia Jax, that would be pretty huge, and take the belt away. So I think she's gonna retain.
No, but they're on different shows.
Oh, they're on different
now.
shows, yeah,
Technically
my
on
bad.
different shows.
And they both have their own.
Nia Jax is retaining, right? No doubt.
Nia
Alexa,
Jax.
she needs a little bit of a face run. So they've just picked up momentum. Let's keep it rolling. Alexa Bliss is just gonna. She'll probably. There'll be some kind of control, but she won't pull off the win here.
All right.
It'll
So
just
who do you think would be? What do you think would be next for Nia? Then? if Alexa loses and Nia retains?
It's gonna be hard. I wonder if Ronda's gonna be part of the picture anytime soon.
Well, Ronda has
yeah.
the whole thing with Natty as friends. Could the Ride Squad come in? Maybe.
Go in any direction right now, but
Yeah, it's
we'll see.
pretty-
This is
It's kinda
like
an
this is
open
once
book.
again.
Yeah,
this
it's
is-
an open book,
Yeah.
definitely.
We're
Then
still
you got
wrapping up
Bayley and
WrestleMania
Sasha.
34 here. We're just re-wrapping up WrestleMania 34.
I think
Yeah.
Nia retains.
Yeah, she deserves
Yeah.
at least a bit longer run,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, especially because wasn't there a bunch of just like she was just getting beat down a lot before she got that bell, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I think
all the fat
she'll
jokes.
retain.
All the fat jokes.
And Alexa Bliss is still cutting promos, making fat jokes.
Yeah, it's like she did that whole like bully thing.
Yeah.
It's like Nia Jax is a bully. I grew up blah blah blah. Yeah.
405 Live.
She took like a hungry kid's like food or something.
Yeah, it was pretty brutal. Like,
I love it though. Man.
had no remorse
It's hard to believe that like they're really good friends like
in real life.
in real life.
Yeah.
This is women's revolution, man.
Hey, well, that's how you know when they're good at their job, right?
Yeah.
Like
Alexa
when they
Bliss
hate
is-
each other so much on.
She's just a natural heel.
Yeah.
Speaking of women's revolution, we have the new champ Carmella hashtag
Mella's
Mellabration.
money. Mella's money.
Mellabration versus Charlotte for the rematch. Do you guys think it's gonna go right back to Charlotte, or
I think Charlotte's gonna
Carmella's
destroy.
keep it?
I mean,
Carmella with Contra.
one-on-one, yeah. One-on-one, there's no way Carmella can beat Charlotte. Like,
Yeah.
there's no way. But with Contro, yes, that's definitely possible. I think she's going to hold on to it for a little bit longer. Charlotte might just transition over to another feud with maybe another wrestler, but Carmella will hold on to it for a little bit longer.
Oh, Charlotte and the Australian girls.
Iconics.
Oh, yeah. They
Love
can
me
have a
some
little feud.
Peyton
They
Royce.
can have a little feud there.
Wouldn't mind getting a beat down from them, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, put me in the middle. I'll be the
2-on-1 me any day.
I'll be
Yeah.
the Jack Meat to that Aussie sandwich.
Aussies suck.
Whoa! Whoa!
Haters gonna hate.
There are actually a lot of Aussies.
Zoom in on my face.
Yeah.
There are actually a lot of Aussies that here
Subscribe to our
BC.
show
Yeah.
here.
I'm just kidding. Aussies don't suck.
all 20 subs, man. Those are Aussies. But let's go change gears to, I think one of the last matches is going to be Daniel Bryan versus Big Cass. Honestly, the whole reason Big Cass is going off after Daniel Bryan seems a little bit of a stretch.
I don't know.
But
like,
hey, what are you going to do?
the whole Daniel Bryan story from when he came back to WrestleMania to now, I feel like they kind of half-assed it. They didn't really make it as big as it should have been. It just seems a little rushed again. Once again, it was like 2 weeks before WrestleMania, and then he's like, "I'm back."
Yeah.
And then they kind of just threw him into one of the matches, and then even this 50-man Royal Rumble, he broke a record, but did it really seem significant? It didn't feel significant.
No.
It's just like meh.
It's
like-
because of that event was just
okay, but
mild.
I don't feel like the coming out party yet for Daniel Bryan has arrived. We're still kind of waiting for a big moment, I feel.
Yeah, I think they're trying to do the whole David versus Goliath with Big Cass, but I don't know. They should have
They
done it
need
with
to-
Brock Lesnar.
DB versus Brock?
Yeah,
That would have been a cool match.
But they
that
really-
was actually scheduled before he got injured.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they need to build up DB again from
Definitely.
the bottom, yeah, as an underdog.
So do you think Daniel's going to come out on top this first time around? Because this feud just barely started, so I feel like it could keep going.
I think if he
Cass
wins,
is-
they're gonna throw it away.
Cass needs to push right now.
Yeah, so maybe Cass with Contro.
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe, yeah.
Well, what would be the contra? Do you think?
I don't know.
Maybe it's just a count out or something, or
Like a boot to the goalie.
Just kick him in the balls. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna go. This is a tough one. I'm gonna say Daniel Bryan on this one, just to be the other voice. But I think it's just the crowd interaction with him, and he just needs to win. So I'm gonna go with Daniel Bryan on this one.
Yeah, he did kind of get robbed at the end of the 50-man Royal Rumble, I think. But he couldn't stand against like Braun Strowman anyway, so
Yeah, that's
Well,
true.
he could in my books, but it was a little.
I
too
mean,
hard to
like
believe.
anybody would be gassed at that point.
But in Saudi Arabia, he starts going, yes, yes, yes. Who's actually going to interact? Nobody.
Yeah, exactly.
So it would have been a wasted opportunity.
Oh,
for
he's
some
gonna win the
home
real
crowd.
Royal Rumble one day.
Yeah.
Because he got screwed on so many Royal Rumbles. Theo.
I think Big Cass will take the win. Not a clean win. I wouldn't necessarily say controversial. I think there's more. There's gonna be more to this David versus Goliath storyline. It's gonna last at least another pay-per-view. So my pick's on Big Cass before it ends.
So when do you think you're gonna save Miz and Daniel Bryan for?
SummerSlam.
That's in end of August.
Is that August?
August.
End
August?
of August, yeah.
So that's a few months to build it up. So
Pay-per-view.
yeah,
Lots of time. There's
Yeah.
still Money in the Bank in between.
Oh yeah. Cashing in.
What else do we have?
Dolph Ziggler cashing in.
Mhm.
yeah, but I think that's it for the card for
As
for
of-
Backlash as of right now.
April 29th.
As of this Sunday. All right, so that's it for the show, guys. For our still untitled show that we haven't come up with a name yet.
Why don't you guys give us a title? Give us a title.
Yes.
Give us the title.
What are the
Then we'll
four
dab
of us
to it.
culminate? No, no,
No, what
tab.
does that
Dab
mean?
into it.
Dab.
Dab into
A
it.
crying
little
inside.
dab you do.
I'm
will
crying
do ya.
inside. No, I'm
Yeah,
just
but dabba-do.
Yeah.
All right, thanks for watching, guys. If you liked the video, give us a thumbs up. And as always, make sure to subscribe. And we'll see you next time.
Trademark pending.
Baron Corb in, Baron Corb out.
These hands.
Brian. Daniel Bryan out.